All right, so I'm back in recruitment, and I thought I'd just share my thoughts on the main things I like about being a recruiter. I think this will be helpful for anyone considering HR as a career option. And for those who don't know, I actually began working my career as an HR recruiter, spending about 5 years in that field. After that, I spent 5 years doing other things. So I took a year off to go travel. I went back to school. I spent a couple years working as a tech consultant in a related domain. Now that I'm back, I feel I have this newfound perspective. So here are three things that I now realize that I really like about being a recruiter. So the first thing I like about being a recruiter is that the full cycle recruitment process is pretty easy to learn and anyone can get into it without needing any sort of technical skills. And I really like how the process mirrors the marketing approach. And when you actually break down the process, there are only four steps. The first step is your research. This is where you understand the role, you're determining the hiring criteria, you're analyzing your recruitment dashboard. The second step is your sourcing strategy. This generally involves external sourcing, where you leverage your job boards, social media, LinkedIn Recruiter, employee referrals. Third step is your recruitment funnel. This process narrows down candidates starting with a large pool and progressively refining it until you find the right person for the job. And lastly, you have your feedback loop. This is essential for refining your recruitment strategy. This is where you regularly review your recruitment metrics to identify what's working and what needs improvement. And the whole process requires a blend of research, sourcing, funnel management, and continuous feedback. And as you refine your approach, the process becomes a lot more streamlined, allowing you to focus on managing expectations and delivering results. The second thing I like about working in recruitment is that it's becoming one of the most critical functions of a business. It's similar to recruiting for a sports team. So bringing in the right talent, it's one of the most important things a team can do. And when I was working as a tech consultant, what I noticed was that most organizations follow the same approach to building their employee experience program because there are only five main stages in the employee lifecycle: recruitment, onboarding, development, retention, and exit. And typically companies follow the same operational metrics and experience metrics across these stages. The reason being is because they want benchmarkable data. And the one thing that stood out to me was the significant impact of recruitment had on overall employee engagement. There was these case studies that demonstrate that even a small improvement, like a 5% increase in the recruitment process, could lead to a 15% overall increase in employee engagement. And this highlights how small changes at the beginning can have significant impacts later on, and how recruitment, as a first critical step in the employee lifecycle, profoundly affects everything that follows after. And what's exciting now is that companies are measuring how hiring talented, engaged employees directly impacts customer experience, fosters loyalty, and drives financial success. And this shift is elevating HR to a critical business function, a role that was previously hard to justify. However, technology is making it much easier to demonstrate the impact. And finally, the third thing I enjoy about recruitment is that you meet very interesting people. Through our conversations, I get to learn about their unique journeys, how they've honed their expertise, and the diverse paths they've taken in their careers. And I often think of this picture when I talk to people, as each person has their own distinct journey through life. Their stories make the recruitment process both engaging and informative. It also prompts me to reflect on my own career, reminding me that career progress is rarely a straight line. And those are the three main reasons why I enjoy working in recruitment after returning to the field after 5 years. If you're just starting your HR career, beginning as a recruiter is an excellent first step. And that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!